In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what the gossip on you is these days. If you know who I am, you've been around, feel free to skip right to your reading and I'll see you there. If you're brand new to my channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. My name is Jacey, I'm an energy reader, and this channel is all about connecting with your highest divine self. And if you're totally new to pick a card readings on this wonderful YouTube land, all you have to do is pick a number between 1 over here or 2, pile number 2 over here. So whatever deck you're most drawn to or whatever number you're most drawn to, then go down to the description box below, click on the timestamp that is correlating to the number that you've chosen, click on the timestamp, and that is where your reading will start today. And without further ado, let's start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. How are we all doing? Let's find out what the gossip is on you. If you're looking for private readings that's catered to your situation and your energy, you can find my readings and my listings in my Etsy shop, and that's listed in the description box below. So, pile number 1, what is the gossip on you these days? What are people saying about you? What are people talking about when it comes to you? Okay, there's 2 sides to this reading that I am seeing for you guys, pile number 1. There is one side of the spectrum of people that are saying how, oh, pile number 1, she or he is just focused on his coin. Pile number 1 is just focused on her coin. She does not give a damn about what anyone has to say or what anyone wants or needs. They're really just focused on themselves. They could care less. They couldn't care less about whatever else is going on. And they're thinking to themselves, like, why is pile number 1 so successful, and why are they so focused in what they're doing? Like, why can't I be the way that pile number 1 is? You know, in their mind, they're wondering, there's this comparative energy that's going on. And then there's the other side of this whole reading where I feel like some people in your life are saying things like, okay, well, pile number 1 is just really focused on their career. That is the same in both sides, but then there's maybe you guys have expressed that you're going through something. Maybe you have asked for people to not, maybe you guys needed some space and you have said that, you've made that aware to them, and they are just assuming that you're going through something and they're giving you time and space. They love and care about you. They want to be there for you, but maybe you have expressed to them that you don't need their attention right now. You just want to figure it out yourself. At the same time, you know, people see you as successful these days. People don't want to get in your way. People can see how much conviction you have for yourself and for your life. Yeah, when people talk about you, they're like, pile number 1 is so focused and so fired up about their career. It's just a focused energy, you know, they feel it and they pick up on it. And they just don't want to get in your way, you know. It doesn't feel like there's much that is spoken about you when it comes to talking about you, because to people around you, your energy is relatively simple in a way that, okay, pile number 1's just doing their thing, you know, they're focused on their coin, they're focused on their career, and you guys are successfully doing it as well. You know, that's the other part of what's being talked about when it comes to you. It's not a lot, but there are a few elements that are consistent all across the board, is that, you know, they can see that you're making it happen. And then some of you guys are experimenting with things like, oh, pile number 1, they're doing really well, and I wonder what they've achieved today. I wonder what they have achieved this week. I wonder what they're up to. Like, they want to know. I feel curiosity there for sure. But at the same time, they're respecting your space. They're respecting that you need to do what you gotta do, and this is just life. You know, I feel like the collective in general on this planet are maturing, and so when it comes to gossip and, you know, minding your own business, it's become more clean and it's become more respectful, and I can really sense that, especially when I'm reading into your reading, pile number one, like that respect and that is there. Again, the Hierophant. So again, you know, people are feeling like you are just doing you, and that you would like, whether it's true or not, this is what people are thinking and saying. You know, they're doing their thing. Maybe they've been traveling, maybe they're just working on a project and they need time to get it done. You know, they're busy. Just let pile number one do what she or he's got to do. It's just, that's how life goes sometimes. And they see your passion, they see your dedication, they see your commitment to whatever it is that you've decided to do. Number one, what are people? Oh my gosh. So not only did we get the Nine of Swords, and that's why I say also your reading is so simple, because this reading is already beginning to repeat itself. The Hermit card, you have the Hierophant and the Hermit card here. So the other side, like another aspect of what people are talking and saying about you is that, you know, I really wish that pile number one would get some time to me, because they want to talk to you. They want to learn from you. You have some people, like admirers, that are not romantic admirers. Sure, you have that, but that's not, I don't feel like that is the main thing. I feel like the admirers you have around you that I'm picking up on is people that admire your success, that admire your wisdom, and so they want to spend time with you to take notes and understand how you do what you do and why you're successful and what makes you successful. So, you know, people are looking like, yeah, there's no budging you. Pile number one, people are thinking like, you know, people are asking other people like, have you talked to pile number one lately? Because I can't seem to reach her. I can't seem to reach him. Do you know what they're doing, what they're up to? You know, like, when are they free next? And they probably have asked you, when are you free next? Like, when can we hang out? You probably have gotten those messages already. And if you haven't gotten those messages, then they're wondering it for sure. You know, your people, I feel like they can't seem to, you know, get you to get out of your house. And right now you're just not really feeling like doing that. You know, you're really in your own zone. So, pile number one, we have sing your own song and take a leap of faith. So, what people are saying about you is that, you know, pile number one, they're pursuing their dreams and they're quite inspired about that too. Pile number one, they are singing their own song, they're doing their own thing. Even if you do show up and hang out, you are so in your own world, you're so in your own bubble, and people are actually so inspired by the way you are just so unapologetically yourself. And they also see and recognize that you've taken a leap of faith in your career, in whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like most of you guys, it is career that you have. And in this time of your life, you do need to focus, and you do, like, you know, and this is energy I'm picking up on people outside of you. So whether this is all true or not, people are sensing this about you, and this is what is just simply being thought and talked about you, is that, you know, pile number one, they are doing their thing, and they'll talk to us when they have time to talk to us, because I tried to reach out to them, I tried to hang out with them, and they have basically not responded, you know, or has given any sign that they're ready to come out and mingle with us anymore. So, or these days, I mean. So that is the reading I have for you guys, pile number one. I hope you liked it. Help me boop that like button if you did, and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I'll see you in another one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. How are we all doing? Let's find out what the gossip is on you right now. What are people saying? What are people talking about when it comes to you? So, You guys are making things happen. And pile number 2, they are so generous. They are so loving. They're so warm-hearted. There is comments like that, and if not actual comments, then they are definitely thinking it and feeling it. They can feel the massive, big, warm heart that you guys have. And they see like, wow, pile number 2, they're really making things happen. They're really giving to the world. They're giving, you know, you guys are stepping into your purpose is what I'm trying to get at here. You know, you're allowing yourself to focus on your path. People are noticing that. You know, pile number 2, what are people talking about? You guys are fair. You guys are just. You guys are, oh, I love that. You have 2 of Cups. Are you guys falling in love? I feel like there's so much going on in pile number 2. You know, pile number 1 was so simple and straightforward. But look, pile number 2, some people are noticing, I don't know if it's true or not, whether this is actually the case. This is just what people outside of you are saying and doing and thinking. Pile number 2, like I love how they love their partner. You know, some people in your life find so much inspiration in how you love in your relationships, in your friendships, in your romantic partnerships, the way you love your mom and dad. They have so much admiration for the way you love. And pile number 2, they are so strong. They are so capable of getting things done. You know, I feel like this is so positive. The nature of gossip sometimes can be so nasty, but, you know, the collective in general has improved and evolved in such beautiful ways that I don't feel like the nastiness exists as much as before. And especially in this reading, whoever is tuned into pile number 2 today, the people that have something to say about you is all positive. You guys are incredible human beings. You are very giving. You are very loving. You have a lot to offer. And they say stuff like, pile number 2, you know, they're working really hard right now. I wonder if they need my help. Stuff like that. And when it comes to people's, you know, describing you to their friends or to people, you know, pile number 2, they're very passionate about what they do, and they also have a big heart. They know what's fair, they know what's wrong, they know what's right, and they're able to take on big tasks. You're able to take on things in life that are hard. So a lot of people in your life actually wants to help you as well. So whether you allow that to happen, I feel like it's a different case by case scenario for everyone that's tuned into pile number 2. I feel like some of you guys allow people to help you, and in other cases, the other half of you guys don't allow it as much as you could. But people in your life, you know, people ask, like, do you think pile number 2 needs our help? Like, can I help them? Will they be offended if I ask them if they need my help? You know, stuff like that also seems to be something that's talked about when it comes to you guys. But mostly, I'd say it's all positive. You guys are angels on earth. Look, Strength card, the 2 of Cups, the Justice card, a few Wands cards, and you have 2 Cups cards. So pile number 2, you know, they are good people. They are destined for beautiful, amazing things, whether it is no matter how small or how big, the whole spectrum, whatever you desire in life. I feel like you're just going to get good things coming at you, and that's what they think as well, because you guys are such great people, pile number 2, that people expect nothing but goodness to happen to you as well. That's how positive people see you, is that they believe that you will become famous one day. And for some of you guys, it's not just the one facet of being famous. And for the others of you that don't reach fame or are destined for fame, it's that you will have this experience of life that is just as grand as being famous is what I'm trying to get at here. You know, it's this grandness of energy that you embody, that people believe that, and they can see it even more than you do in many cases, that you're meant for grand and big things in this life, because you yourself is a big and grand person, and your heart is so big. You're so generous, you're so giving, you're so fair, your morals and your values in life are solid. So people in your life, what they're saying is that, you know, pile number 2, they're making things happen. They're powerful people. I mean, if people have said anything bad about you, people have only defended you. With, you know, for example, if someone had said something like, oh, well, by the way, pile number 2 is this or that, and the other person receiving that was saying, actually, no, you're wrong. Like, who are you to say what you just said? That's so rude. You know, people have defended you behind your back. I do feel that that has happened at some point in time. I don't feel like nastiness have occurred very much, but when it does happen once in a while, I do see that people have deflected that negativity back onto the person that was giving that nastiness. So what people are saying is that, oh, that makes sense as to why you got 7 of Wands earlier, because you have the rebuild card here as well. And people can see how strong you are because, you know, whatever it is that you have gone through, pile number 2, people are witnessing that you are coming out of it way stronger, and that you are able to get through the trials and tribulations that life, you know, that things happen sometimes, and you're able to get through it with so much grace, with grace, period. And how do you make it look so easy, pile number 2? You know, they're doing their thing, and, oh, reach out. Again, what were we saying earlier? You know, people are wondering, like, hey, do you think pile number 2 needs help? And they think this for sure, you know. Can I do something to help them? Do they need my help? And so this is almost an advice coming out for you guys, pile number 2, is that if you do feel like someone can help you, don't hesitate to reach out, because they do want to help you as well. You know, they see... Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, and you have Love Abounds. So, pile number 2, your heart is so big. It's so big that it can heal the whole world. So allow yourself to love the people you want to love, and be excited for the things that you want to be excited for. Just let yourself be a child. Always let yourself be a child. I don't care if you're 80, I don't care if you're 90, I don't care if you're 100, I don't care if you're 20, or like whatever age you are, you can be excited about things like as if you were first day on earth, you know. Life hardens us sometimes, but I feel for you, pile number 2, you are meant to be a child your whole life. Have that mindset of a child where you're excited to do this, you're excited to do that, you are giving, you are fair, you are able to feel, you know, you're not afraid to love. You know, that's where your strength is. And this is what people talk about when it comes to you, and this is what people think when it comes to you. So, right. So when people say things, or when it comes to them thinking about you, you refuse to see the darkness. You know, you're so much more meant for the light and happy things, and that's how you make things happen. That's why you're so strong. You know, you really keep Satan at not even arm's length. You keep Satan just so far away, like I don't even want to see, hear, or acknowledge his existence. You are so tuned in and tapped into the bright and the lightness of life. That's who you are, and that's how people see you as well. You know, you guys have a really massive, bright, shining light, and that's what people, whether they actually say this or not, they're definitely thinking it. And, you know, everyone is saying it in their own words. You know, pile number 2, they're really graceful, they're really loving, they're very kind. It's nothing but positive. interactions that they've had with you, and they have nothing but good things to say when it comes to you. Opportunity beckons, so they feel like you are a magnet for opportunities. You are a magnet for good things in your life. And I've said that in other ways earlier in this reading. You know, you are just meant and destined for success and ease, because you are just a good person in general, where, you know, you build up all this good karma and things just come back to you. You know, the way you treat others is how they treat you, and whether you experience that immediately or not, that eventually comes right back to you. And it's a beautiful thing that happens in this universe. People think that you're, pile number 2, their energy is soothing. And you know what? People say, like, hey, you should connect with this person, you know, follow that person on social media, or like tune into what they do, because you have helped people feel better about themselves. You have inspired people to live a more aligned life by simply existing. That's how powerful you guys are. Nothing but good things are being said about you. So that's the reading I have for you guys, pile number 2. I hope you liked it. If you did, help me boop that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I post every single week, and I'll see you in another one. Bye for now.